I'm constantly having conversations with people because I like to gain to gain perspective, right? Like that's what I'm all about. Um, like why the world is the way that it is. What improvements would happen. And one thing I think that we should focus on more. I know we're focusing on it, but I feel like we're not focusing enough on it. And it's mental health, right? Like we spend so much money, we as America, we spend so much money on treatment, right? And not prevention. Like if we covered, if our government covered, annual screenings, right? Like physical, mental, dental, right? Like screenings. Like how many people's ability to work is impacted because they are not taken care of, whether it's physically or mentally. Speaking of a man, speaking as a man, I'm sorry, not of a man. When I am disabled, right? Like when I hurt my back or hurt my arm and I feel like I am not at my 100%, it makes me feel uh, like less of a man, for lack of a better way to put it, right? And I value myself and I know my worth, but I also value my independency and my ability to be able to do a task and to do a task without help, right? And how many people have this mindset, and it's because they can't afford medical insurance, and it goes beyond that, right? Because it's not just screenings and it's not just coverage. It is it starts with the things that we put into our body. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a crazy fanatic about eating organically and non-processed, non-GMO. First of all, GMO is genetically modified, and something can be GMO and good for you. But the amount of crap that we put into our body that's allowed to get put on the shelves, like sugar content especially, it's like America is addicted to sugar, and most people don't even realize it. They have the symptoms. Oh, if you're lightheaded, oh, I need sugar. It's because your brain is so reliant on sugar that you cannot be normal without having sugar. If you don't have sugar, you get depressed. If you don't have sugar, your brain gets cloudy. You can't process information. You can't think, right? Like, sometimes I go to the store and I'm just curious and I look at the back of labels, and some drinks have a crazy amount of sugar. Like, why do we need that amount of sugar? And it's because sugar is addicting. And companies know that if they put sugar in their stuff, one, it makes it taste good, but two, sugar is a drug. And people are, oh, well, like take Calypso, for instance. Calypso has over 100% of your daily sugar, like, added to it. Like, why do you need that much sugar? And it's like, our poor the poor regulation of the food that's allowed to get put on our shelves, it contributes to our mental health, right? And like even the media, right? The beauty standards, right? If you don't look this way, you're not beautiful. If you want to be attractive, or yeah, if you want to be attractive to, people you want to be attractive to, you need to look like this, right? And all these people in the media, they got super white, beautifully aligned, perfect teeth, right? People get plastic surgery if they feel like, some sort of way. And it's like that contributes to your mental health, right? Your image of self, like what you feel like you should look like, right? To be considered beauty. You should love yourself for who you are. You shouldn't want to change anything about yourself, right? Because there are people in the world who appreciate, your natural beauty. Don't compare yourself to these quote unquote models, because ultimately that's not what beauty is. That's a beauty standard that's created by the media, right? And as I was saying, that contributes to your depression. Like, we have systems in place that cause, or rather influence, bad diet and bad overall mental health. And like the look at our homeless, like how much of a issues will be cleared up if, you know, we actually cared about each other enough to implement programs like that, right? It's all, it's gonna sound cuckoo, but it's all connected, right? Like they organizations want you to eat crap. They want you to have um a low mental health and low physical health, right? Because then that means more medical insurance, right? And we spend more money on treatments because that's where the money is. A lot of of organizations don't see us as people. They see us as cash cows. They don't want everybody to be healthy and everybody to be good, because if we did, why would we need medical insurance, right? Like, I think insurance is a scam, but that's a topic altogether. But I mean, just think about it. Just think about all the, not all, but many of the issues that we have in society and where they start at, because it's a system and all these systems are connected. You just have to look outside the box.